everyone, it's Matt Garza with Popo and Son Lawn Care. Thanks for watching again. I just wanted to show you a unboxing. Right now we are trimming crepe myrtles. We need to have sharp loppers, pruners, hand pruners, and like the hand saws. All this is also made by Fiskars, and this one goes up and in like that. So what happened was, you can see all here, it would get bound up and then it would want to get stuck in here, and honestly this is kind of cheap, but it did the job. So I'm gonna see if I can replace just the head on that. So what I mean cheap is, this was just the head. If I want to replace it, it's 15 bucks. I got a head that's about $90, and I'll get right into it. So just ordered these. I've been watching this for a while. So this is the Compound Action Pole Pruner head, which this thing is a beast, man. I thought it was gonna be a little bit smaller. It's got some weight to it, you know, the string, you know, it's all pretty similar to that style, but it looks beefier. You can tell that this is only about an inch and a quarter, inch and 3/4, yep, right there. So got a brand new pulley, rope, and so the one thing I did know about it is that this is an inch and a quarter diameter. This is an inch. So I'm gonna see if I can find a way to wedge something in here to make this pole work, because the poles were, you know, I think they were another 100 bucks. I wanted to see if I could reuse the pole. I know the bolt holes, I might have to add 1 or 2 in there, but we'll see how that works. But my idea is to have this sleeve go in here and then have this go in here. So I'm gonna see if I can make something work. It's pretty close, and I'm gonna try to go all the way. I want as much strength as I can get. All right, so that's one thing I'm gonna try to do. All right, this is the other cool thing. All this is from A.M Leonard. A.M Leonard, but this is a cut-all knife. Now, I've seen quite a few guys using this on YouTube. I think I saw it last year, honestly, but we cut lariapi grass, and this came with the case, which is very cool. But it's, let's see, 8 inches long, composite molded grip. We're gonna use it to cut, like I said, our smaller grasses. It's got like a serrated edge. I'm wondering how I'm gonna sharpen it. I'm assuming I'm gonna use my stone like I do, that I have on my Dremel, like I do for most of my stuff, and probably just kind of go at an angle right here. There we go. Try it that way. We'll see what works, but I definitely want to make this last a long time. So let's go cut some grass real quick. All right, so I'm hoping you can hear me. It's a little windy, but basically this is our lariapi, and it grows, you know, this is a whole year because I did trim this last year. But I mean, it does tend to get some spots on them, and the leaves are starting to fade anyway. The flowers have already bloomed. They had the purple flowers on them, or I guess they'll be plumes maybe. But all right, so what we would do before is we would use hand pruners, and we would go around and clip all this down. So this is the first time I'm ever using it. I'm left-handed, but I don't think it matters, just the way the serrated edge is. But this is the idea. So I like to kind of pull it up almost like a ponytail. I'm gonna just use my right hand. There it is. I'm gonna try to keep it out of the dirt. So that way it's nice, clean cut. Nice, clean cuts. Nice. Oh, there it is. A.M Leonard. Oh, sorry, Leonard. Leonard. A.M Leonard. All right, cool. That works out perfect. Here's another one. Whoop. Nice. This case goes a certain way. Keep you safe. Don't get cut. I want this blade to last. That's why I got this leather holster right in there. Bam. That's why I got this holster here. You know, still do other things. You don't have to look for it. It's not on the ground. You know, you got your grasses, hold them up, cut them up, done. Make sure it goes the right way. Boom, safe. I like it. Hopefully it'll last a long time. We'll see. All right, so now I'm gonna work on this guy, try to put this together. All right. All right, guys, so all done. I think it worked out pretty well. So you can see that I ended up using some hose that I had lying around. And so I was gonna go to the store and get one that was the same diameter that I needed, but I ended up using one that was tighter and just cutting a piece of another slice and then wedging it in there. I ended up adding this bolt, which my old one didn't even have. So what I did notice, man, it does got some weight. It is very heavy, but it's heavy duty. So when you're up in the ladder, you're probably not gonna wanna use this just to be safe. We're gonna see where this would apply. But I'm just gonna pull it right here for you. But man, this thing is solid though. It's not wobbly, you know. Like I said, I did end up using the old bolt also. So I got 4 bolts in here to hold this base. It seems tough. I went ahead and put some dielectric grease in there just to, you know, make sure it's all clean and doesn't really rust out. So just in case I do have to you know, repair or anything or whatever. I can just take out the bolts pretty easily. Also, I am gonna put some WD-40 on the spring and on the blade. It's just really easy. But you need these pulleys to make it easier. Could you imagine cutting a tree limb with just pulling a rope? I mean, with just pulling it from there to that. I think Jameson makes one where they just use this part. But I mean, I can't imagine. But this is using all kinds of fulcrums, I think that's the word, but all types of other areas to bend where it makes it easier. So when you do pull and you've got, you know, limited mobility, you know, this way you can just pull with ease, cut your tree limb, be safe, watch where you're cutting it, where it's gonna fall, stuff like that. But overall, very impressed. I'm glad I was able to reuse the Fiskars pole, and we'll give it to the guys because right now they're trimming crepe myrtles. Cool. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.